Hi guys, SnakeDoctor here, welcome back to Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. This is part 3. We've just left Nico and George here inside the gallery, trying to help Inspector Nave here solve the murder. Obviously Nico in the first episode saw the assailant run off. She chased after him. As I'll come back, I've just noticed I'm rather awkwardly having my finger and my eye pointer over her breasts, and rather conveniently, this screen is coming up saying bust. That's a Freudian slip. I'll move that away. Yeah, let's talk to George. Come on, George.
Josh?
Yeah, Nico?
So why do you need to get into the office again?
Got to try and get in there
I'm
to
pretty sure the robbery
look
was
at
an
the
inside
security
job,
camera.
and I think the proof is in the office.
So, what's stopping you?
Super cop over there.
What if I create a distraction?
That's it.
You do that, and I will let you have whatever I find.
That's a deal, Josh. Somehow, I had to get the inspector away from the office door.
Let's have a chat to the inspector then, shall we?
Inspector Nave, do you have a moment?
Of course you do. Come on. Inspector.
My time is of the essence. Be quick now.
Okay, let's have a chat about the painting, shall we?
Don't you find it odd that the thief chose that one particular painting?
Yes, very strange.
Life is full of odd things, madame. Fingerless gloves, white dog poo-poo, nasal hair. I prefer to concern myself with murder.
Right, well how about we talk about sabotage or... yeah, sabotage.
Did you see the alarm was sabotaged?
I have interrogated the crime scene, madame. I am fully aware of the disabled security. I prefer biological evidence to the merely circumstantial. Body parts, blood, important things.
Don't you think the disabled alarm is highly suspicious, though?
Come on.
The forensic team will be along shortly. Voice your concerns to them. Do
Wow.
not bother me with this circumstantial fliff-flaff.
Fliff-flaff. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the CCTV then, shall we? See what he says about that.
Why don't you check out the security camera footage?
Madame, that is not my area of expertise.
Okay, so he really is
It is
only
the body
interested in the
which
body.
concerns me.
Fair
But
enough.
the CCTV footage is evidence. It could help identify the killer.
Correction, madame. It is but an indicator. The only true evidence is bodily
I
fluid.
don't think that's going to help catch the
Unless you know
killer.
something I don't, then please leave
Really,
me.
is it? He didn't
The
spit
only
over him or
evidence
something.
Inspector Nave seemed to appreciate involved gore.
Okay, let's talk to him, shall we?
I suppose this is
About
quite
himself.
a complex case, Inspector.
It is a robbery gone bad. Nothing more, nothing less.
Surely there's a bit more to it than that.
Please abstain from baseless conjecture, madame. The victim's body paints a simple picture, more reliable than any witness statement. Consider the impact of the bullet, and note the concomitant lack of blood. A casual homicide, nothing more.
Really? Alright, well, what does he say about George?
What do you think about the American, George?
Probably thinks he's a
He
suspect, does he?
is deeply suspicious.
What a surprise. I've done a great job with the animation. So much more improved than the previous games. I know it's been a long while, but even so, I don't think I've seen an adventure game look this good ever before. It's fantastic.
Could you give me a statement, Inspector?
Now is not the time, madame.
Thanks, Inspector. I'll let you know if I remember anything else.
Right, well that hasn't really helped, has it?
If I was going to distract Nave, I needed to unearth new evidence or concoct some. And the bloodier, the better.
Look at the pizza box. Is there anything in there, maybe? Over here? Maybe there's some... look! Tomato stain. Fantastic. George dropped that in
The tomato
episode
sauce
1.
had splattered on the floor. No way was I going to clean that up with my bare hands.
Okay, so what have we got in our... Nothing. Okay.
No way was...
No. Tomato stain.
I spread
There
some
we
of
go.
the sauce around with my shoe. It looked a little bit like a blood stain, but it still wasn't right.
No. 'cause we've
If
got
I was
chewing
going to
gum.
distract the cop, I had to get rid of that gum.
Can't.
No way was
it
I
up,
going to
can we?
clean that up with my bare hands.
Right. So what do we use to pick it up? Let's see if we can get the. See if we can get the. George's got those. God, what are they? Clippers. We use that maybe.
Josh,
Yeah, Nico.
you said you needed to get into the office?
Yes.
And you said you were going to create a
I'm
distraction.
trying. Oh. Okay. I thought I could maybe grab some of his. Obviously not. Grab some of his stuff, but obviously we can't do that. Can we talk to Father Simeon?
Excuse me, Father.
For you have sinned once again.
Father Simeon, my child.
Are you okay, Father?
It's a terrible shock, but yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, you are.
Could I ask you some questions about the crime?
What kind of questions?
I'm a reporter for La Liberté.
I suppose it cannot hurt. Please ask away.
About the stain.
What do you think about that stain?
Is that blood?
I think it's just sauce. I wonder if there's a mop anywhere.
We are facing death and divine retribution. This is no time for tidying up.
Yes, it is.
Father Simeon wasn't making much sense.
Okay. What if we can use her press? Actually, I wonder if we can use her
Thank
press
you for
card
your time, Father.
to scrape it up. Let's just go back to. He's got his worry beads out. Let's have a look at this tomato stain again and just see if we can use her card, her press card, to scrape it. Let's see.
I scraped up the chewing gum with my
Aha.
press card, hoping the inspector wouldn't notice.
Go right. Let's
The tomato sauce looked as close to blood as it was
Fantastic.
ever going to.
let's hope he doesn't dip his finger in and taste it. Let's have a chat back to the inspector again. Inspector,
Inspector!
come on, put your pen and pad away.
Yes?
I found some blood.
Have you seen the stain on the floor over there? It looks like blood.
Indeed.
Hmm.
How very curious.
Go and
I
check
must
it out.
investigate immediately, before one of these idiots steps in it.
Yes, do that. Quick, George. Get into the room. Use that code. I can't remember what it was now.
Interesting. Maybe it is time to employ the machine.
Oh,
Okay, Georges, that should distract him for a while.
let's get in there.
Nice work, Nico. I'll let you know what I find in the office.
We're going to take control of George again, or are we back on Nico? George it is. Fantastic. Right, back with George.
I was sure the inspector hadn't seen me slip away. But I needed to be quick, because it wouldn't take him long.
No. We don't want to get caught, do we then? Don't want to inspect that, really, do we? Let's have a look what we've got here then.
At last, Stobart.
Sorry, Mr. Rickenbacker. I've been busy.
Who's Mr. Rickenbacker.
Yeah, I damn well hope so. I'm watching the news.
Oh, anything interesting?
Yeah, someone stole a painting.
That they did.
Oh, really?
And it was one you insured. What's going on?
Ah, yes. Well, the guy was armed, sir.
So?
You think I should have thrown myself in front of the thief,
Take your
wrestled
bullet.
him to the ground, got
The
myself
painting.
shot?
Sure would have made me feel better. Anyway, find that painting, or give me a good reason not to pay out. Please tell me that you have some leads.
We're working on it.
I'm working on it.
Aha, indeed. Me and George, we think alike. Right. So, what should we look at? Should we look at the statue? Maybe there's some kind of weird lever on his
The statue
nether
was
regions.
jaunty, up close and personal.
Oh,
I could see that the fig leaf
No
was
way.
hinged.
Okay.
Thankfully, there was no one around to see me do this.
Oh god, that's freaky.
Very interesting.
Dear. I've played too many adventure games not to miss things like that, I'm afraid. Dear. Right, so we have a key.
I wasn't going to open the safe without the key. I was fairly sure that even Henri wouldn't be silly enough to keep it hidden in the office.
Okay, maybe it's on him.
The sofa had
around there.
clearly taken some punishment over the years.
Look on the notice board.
Henri's notice board was covered with all kinds of junk.
Nothing useful. Calendar? Any dates or times marked?
The calendar looked like a child's school project. Henri had ringed 27th May and scrawled birthday.
Okay.
Poor guy hadn't quite made it to his big day.
Oh, no, poor Henri. Okay, telephone.
The telephone was an antique rotary model. The handset looked greasy.
The safe has just slid back into the thing. What if there's anything inside the desk? Let's open the drawers. Folder. Anything in there?
There was nothing else in the drawer.
Okay.
The folder looked interesting.
Ah,
This was very definitely tampering with
security
evidence.
camera manual.
It was a completion of work notice from a company called Vera Security.
Ah, I see.
They weren't the guys we'd recommended. Henri had gone behind our backs to choose a different security outfit.
Henri.
I'd never heard of Vera Security, but there was an address and phone number on the form.
Brilliant. So we've got that. That's handy. Any more?
I had no reason to search the
Okay,
desk again.
Anything else to look at? What about the filing cabinets? Nothing in there. What's the poster?
The poster advertised a 1975 Stockholm Music Festival, headlined by a group called the Hairy Lobsters.
Hairy Lobster. Fantastic. I don't want to go out yet.
A pair of evil
Little
eyes
jump.
stared from a partially covered poster. It was a hookah pipe. Those things gave me a headache.
Yes. Anything in the foreground? The door. Not the door, do we? Empty bottles.
It looked like Henri had saved the best booze for the back room. A naked lady stared at me seductively. Henri sure liked his clutter.
He does, doesn't he?
Henri had a model of a VW camper van painted
Must be something
hippie
in here we
colors.
can do.
The engine capacity was displayed on the back, 1600 cc. Henri sure had his quirks.
It's a strange lad. Okay.
It was a pretty flamboyant-looking clock.
Right, let's have a look at the CCTV. There's nothing else we can see for now.
The CCTV system was ancient. It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It looked like I needed to enter a
Is it
passcode
going
to
to
view
be
the recording.
1600? Or is it going to be 1975? Let's try 1600 first. No.
Henri hadn't set the model van's engine size as the passcode.
Damn. Did he set it as the poster? 1975? No.
And there I was, thinking that Henri might have set such an obvious code. No such luck.
The clock had 7 o'clock on it, didn't it? So should we try 1900? Yeah, 1900. No.
Still not right.
Okay, let's come out of here for now,
I needed to find a 4-digit number.
and let's look on that. Let's look on this sheet of paper, shall we? First.
The completion note from Vera Security. There was an address.
It's an address, so we can't do that. So there must be something else on here. May the 27th. 2705 then, maybe? Or 0527? 27. It's an English game. Do it in English order. No. Damn.
Bingo. I
I've
rewound
done
the
it.
tape to before
Brilliant.
the
Here we
robbery.
go. It's Henri's birthday.
This was the first interesting frame. It was Henri studying La Malediccio. He couldn't have had any idea what was about to happen.
I reckon he did, you know. He was told to be ready, wasn't he? So do we have to press buttons? Yep, we do.
Nico and I were taking a look at La Malediccio just before the robbery. Funny, the painting didn't strike me as remarkable at the time. Just odd.
Next.
A good view of La Malediccio. I could kind of see why Father Simeon thought it was evil.
A bit strange, didn't it?
There was a certain presence about it.
One more.
The killer caught in the act. There was nothing really distinctive about him. The moment it all went horribly wrong.
Not good.
The killer making his getaway.
Let's say on there.
A logo on the front of his helmet read Waterloo Motors. That could be useful.
Will do. It's quite handy. Anything else?
The painting was gone. There I was, taking a look at the alarm box. Hopefully I didn't look too suspicious. I hadn't thought about that when I was taking a look at the camera. That was the last shot.
Okay.
I'd got some leads on the killer's identity. A closer look at the painting might be useful.
Let's go back into the painting, shall we?
Whoever...
Oh, that's it there.
A logo...
Okay.
Poor Henri. The image was a little fuzzy, but in the center of the painting was what looked like a snake eating its own tail. I thought about what the priest said.
Mm-hmm.
There was definitely something unsettling about the picture.
There was. Chasing your tail. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Let's just go back to the
This frame
previous
caught the
one.
moment the killer took the painting.
So we can...
The most striking aspect of the
Yeah, so
painting
it is
was a
that.
snake eating its own tail.
Okay, I think...
The CCTV had caught the killer in the act of lifting La Malediccio from the
Probably
wall.
that's all we're going to need.
He knew exactly which painting to take.
Yeah, let's come out of here. We need to get in there, don't we, though, at some point. Not quite sure how, but for now, let's just go
I
back
knew it'd be
outside.
wrong to leave the room without
Oh.
checking it
So
thoroughly.
we have missed something. So what have we missed? Nothing else in
The
here.
completion note from Vera's security. There was an address.
Okay, so we can't do anything else with that at the moment. Anything in the wastebasket?
In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card company
Oh.
demanding immediate payment. It
An
listed
insurance job.
extravagant purchases from a variety of ladies' fashion stores. The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th arrondissement of Paris.
We need to head there.
I decided to put the letter back. Henri's financial problems weren't my business. But now I knew where he lived.
So, is that everything we need? Yes, it is. Oh, damn. Sees
Monsieur,
everything.
sir, you have snuck in here, and now you are tampering with my evidence.
Not good. Let's lie, shall we?
I'm just looking for the name of the caterer. That cheese was to die for.
To die for? To kill for.
Just to die for.
I put it to you, monsieur. Monsieur,
Stobart.
Stobart. George Stobart.
I put it to you that you came here in search of cheese and killed the owner in a fromage-induced frenzy.
Probably not.
Well, no. I'm from Paris Mutual. We insured the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yes, really.
Time will tell, monsieur.
He's not the best
Truth
of
will out,
inspectors,
Inspector.
is he?
Who dares wins, monsieur Stobart.
He who laughs last laughs
Yeah, we're
loudest,
going through,
Inspector Nave.
Strange
The
insults
guy
now.
was seriously nuts.
May I remind you, monsieur, that a serious crime has been committed. I am going to have to ask you to return to the gallery.
Of course, but I do need to ask you a few questions.
D'accord. But remember, anything you say can be used against you,
Would have thought
monsieur
we should
Stobart.
be
Okay, I'll bear
interrogating
that
the
in mind.
inspector. But we'll ask the questions.
Do you know anything about a company called Vera Security?
No, I have never heard of them. Now, I must get on with my investigation.
Okay.
It's very likely that the security camera holds a clue to the killer's identity.
Two items, I don't think.
Monsieur, I am a professional, and you are an amateur. So, leave the investigating to me, huh? Pal? Monsieur, you are American.
Very clever.
Yeah, California born and bred.
Of course. I think perhaps you are wanting to be like that Starsky and Butch, monsieur. No? Rolling around on top of fast cars with beautiful ladies, firing your gun.
Interesting idea, Inspector, but not really
Not
my
really
style.
George, is it?
Indeed. Well, let me tell you something, monsieur. You are my prime suspect.
Idiot.
You may go now, but I will need to speak with you again.
Okay, thank you. Leave.
I had some valuable leads, but before following up on them, I had important business to attend to.
George is off.
Hey, Nico, you want to grab a quick cup of coffee?
Sure.
Here comes Inspector. Has he got to say anything exciting to any of us?
I am pleased to announce that I have finished my preliminary investigation. This is now an official crime scene, and you must all go. I shall be questioning all of you again in the coming days. Nobody is to leave the country, particularly you, Monsieur Stobart. Monsieur Lane will stay behind to help secure the premises. Moo!
Here comes Moo.
Yes, Inspector.
Let them out!
Thank you.
Right away, sir.
Treading this tomato sauce blood stain. Goodness sake.
2 coffees, please.
Nice work in there, Nico. Whatever you did, it worked.
I just made a tiny distraction, and
You
Nave
helped
bought it.
rather well, Nico.
I
Thank
think
you.
Nave would buy anything if it had blood on it.
I think you would. Okay.
You know, this whole setup, the theft, the murder, it just doesn't make sense.
I think you should be chatting right
What do
next
you
to
mean?
the to this waiter. Go inside. So you know what? I think we're going to call it there, guys, before Nico and George get into more debates. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. Please remember that there is a competition still running to win a copy of this game. If you watch episode 2, it explains everything. So yeah, have a look at that. At the end of the video, there's all the bits you need to enter. So please, have a look at that. Enter the competition if you fancy playing this game. And we will see you again soon for the next part. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.